A while back I was watching a professional poker tournament on television. Maybe you've seen one of those too. One of the most exciting times in those tournaments comes when a player goes all in. That's where they put all their chips at risk. If they lose, they're out of the game. If they win big, but they're holding nothing back. They're all in. A friend of mine at church felt God's calling, and the calling led him to close down his profitable business and go into a mission work, making eyeglasses for the poor all around the world. He said he felt like God was calling him to go all in. I guess Paul taught the same thing. In Romans 12, he says that daily we're supposed to put our bodies on the altars as living sacrifices. It's hard to construe that as anything less than all in on a daily basis. Jesus taught the same thing. In John 6, people were following him, and Jesus knew that they were just looking for another miracle or maybe another free meal. He had just fed the 5,000 a day earlier. As he taught, he began to teach the crowd that he was the bread of life. And he finally concluded that teaching saying, "Unless you eat the flesh of the Son of Man and drink his blood, you have no life in you." Now, Jesus wasn't endorsing cannibalism, but what he was saying is that you have to internalize Jesus. That to have real life, we've got to put Jesus inside of us. We've got to go all in. Many then, as now, find that kind of teaching and that kind of commitment a little constraining. Many at that time left Jesus, and Jesus turned to his 12 at that point and said, "What about you? Are you going to leave too?" Peter summed it up best when he said, "Lord, to whom shall we go? You have the words of eternal life. We believe and know that you're the Holy One of God." What Peter was saying was, we're all in. Nothing else matters. Nothing else compares. We're all in. What about you? What would all in look like in your life? How would all in affect your finances? Not only in what you choose to give to the Lord's work, but on how you spend the rest. How would all in affect your family, your relationships, your priorities, your commitment at church, how you use your spare time? I'm convinced that God's enormous blessings in our life won't be totally realized until we put all of our chips at risk and go all in. Pray about that. Let's go all in for Jesus. God bless you.